Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I was watching, the Dear Mama documentary on Hulu, and what I didn't know was that after Pac was found guilty for the rape charges in New York, he was staying with Jasmine Guy, and when his mom came over to his house, he had like basically "fuck the world" written on his forehead. He had a rifle out, and he basically was like, "Listen, I want my homies to get in the car with me and drive out to the forest, and I'm going to kill myself." And I talked to my man E.D.I from the Outlaws, and he said, yeah, that's true. Matter of fact, that happened multiple times. And he said at that moment, based on their bond with Pac and their age, they would have done it. They would have driven him out to wherever he wanted to go and watch him take his own life.
Wow.
Because he was just feeling like there was so much going on, and he was going to prison, and he's anti-police, so he's probably going to be abused by the COs, which he was.
Yes.
That he just was not going to be able to make it, and his mom walked him off that ledge.
Fresh as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
See, no matter how tough you are, your choices, like pressure can really destroy you. That's why you always got to try to do the right thing. That's like I always try to put myself in good situations. And don't get me wrong, you could try, and then sometimes things can trip up because people out here in the universe can bring you badness, and they come disguised.
I interviewed Lance on Rivera, who was Biggie's.
Yes, I know Lance very well.
Who, there's the whole Jay-Z stabbing incident that happened, right? And he was at Quad Studios when Pac got shot, right? Now, what he told me, which I never knew, this part of the story, and I talked to a couple people, they didn't know this part of the story either, was this. Before Pac showed up to Quad Studios, according to Un, I don't know if it's true or not, but according to Un, he said that him and Jimmy got into an argument on the phone. And they were both like basically threatening each other on the phone. I'm motherfucker, you know who I am? I'm motherfucker, you know who I am? I'm motherfucker, oh, I see you when I see you. Yeah, I'll see you. So he's, after a conversation like this, and people were like, yo, this dude who you're talking about is serious. Like he's, he's about this type of thing. Pac was like, oh, I'll be good. I got my pistol with me. I got my homies who got their pistols with me. Stretch was there and his bodyguard was there. He showed up anyways, and then he got ambushed.
Tupac was on the phone arguing with somebody, and it was really aggressive. And Tupac was saying, yeah, well, whatever, suck my dick, fuck you. When you see me, right? And yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I'm on my way there now, right? So when he hung up the phone, they asked him, yo, who was you on the phone arguing with like that? And he said, some nigga named Jimmy Henchman. And the nigga said, nigga, is you crazy? Do you know who Jimmy Henchman is and what Jimmy Henchman might do to you? And he was like, for real? Like, he said, so do you think I should take a gun? And they was like, nigga, we all gonna need guns going to the studio.
Now, I don't know whether this is true. This is Lance's story, but like, you're walking into a situation that's already very hostile because you want to make a few dollars to do this feature.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And in the process, you almost get killed. You get shot 5 times.
Yeah, my take on that, me being in that world at that time, and nobody's never said this, but to me, this is the facts. Tupac started a war with the East Coast and West Coast that should have never happened. It should have never happened because Tupac knew who did it.
It wasn't Biggie.
It wasn't Biggie.
Yeah.
Tupac knew that.
Right. In fact, one thing unmentioned, which I didn't know, was that after Pac got shot, he went up to the studio where Puffy and Lil Sean and them were, and he hid his gun like behind the piano. And right after the shooting, he called Big and asked him to go get that gun for him back.
He ends up getting shot. He goes upstairs. He has his gun that he came to the studio with. He hides it in the piano. And then what everybody don't know is that Pac called Big after that incident, right? And said, Big, I left my gun in the studio. Send somebody to get it.
I don't know about that part, but I know Tupac knew Biggie Smalls and Puffy had nothing to do with him getting shot. And that started a huge lie, like the woman who lied on Emmett Till.
Yeah, who just died.
Yeah.
She could rot in hell.
Yeah, who made she rot in hell.
Yeah, well, Pac started it and Vibe magazine kept it going. They're the ones who coined East versus West.
Absolutely, yes.
I think when they said that brought a element of, geographical beef that really was mostly just between certain people.
Absolutely. It took it to a whole nother level.
Took it to a whole different level.
The same way to this day, I talk about the media. Mm-hmm. And I hope somebody picked this up. Watch this. The media is just as bad as the gun violence in this country with the shootings in the school as the person who shoots the trigger. And the reason why I say that, when they promote a school that got shot on Monday, there's a copycat 2 days later where you have influenced someone else to do the same thing. And what I feel, the media has to keep it local instead of worldwide, because by your promoting negativity.
Yeah, but you can't keep media local anymore.
No, you can't.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
the local newspaper is a thing of the past. Everything goes on the internet and can spread.
If they can just keep it. It's too late now.
It's too late.
It's too late now. But you understand what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I mean, listen, I get a lot of criticism for interviews I've done and so forth, and I get it. I get it. At the end of the day, I feel like if you're talking to an adult, they're allowed to put what they want out there.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it ends up being copycats, or people feel like, look, if I saw this type of interview and this type of person get famous off of this type of thing, usually bad behavior, I'm going to see if I could emulate that bad behavior.
Yes.
And follow in the footsteps and become rich and famous because of that. And sometimes it doesn't work out. And you end up having
shootings,
worst possible reaction.
The guns is up to 174 this year, and it's only fucking May.
Yeah. No, it's fucked up.